How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another classic Civ CS video. Today, a very exciting video for you guys. We're going to be going over the top 10 most popular knife glove combos in CS2. Now, this information is taken from the 2025 Austin Major. Huge shout out to the website CS2 Pro Skins for making this video possible. They provide very accurate data backed by real statistics of the game. Check their website out, guys. It's super cool. You can see which one of your pro players is using which skins. So starting out at number 10, we have sports glove hedge mazes paired with a butterfly knife sapphire. Honest to God, not my favorite combo by any means. Sapphires are growing on me a little bit, but paired with hedge mazes, it's just really not my favorite. A lot of pro players tend to go with the flex combo route, an expensive knife and an expensive pair of gloves, and they just make that their combo. Not all of them put their heart and soul into their combos, but this is the number 10th most popular knife glove combo from the major. Now coming in at number 9, again we have sports gloves hedge maze paired with a M9 ruby this time around. Rubies, in my opinion, much better than sapphires in this current state of CS2, but I think the M9 is a little bit too big of a blade, and you kind of start to get some orange in the ruby, just a hint of orange. But still, I do like this combo compared to the last one. I call any sort of combo that involves hedge maze gloves and a ruby knife the garden combo. I don't know why in my head I associate the green with like the garden, and then the ruby as like a rose or some sort of colorful flower. Anyways, garden combo at number 9. Now at number 8, we actually have a good combo, in my opinion, for the first time on this list. Sports gloves, Pandora's box, paired with a butterfly knife, black pearl. Bro, Pandora's with any black pearl is still got to be probably the best combo in the game. Just the color match, the flex on flex. You know, we've seen from the previous entries that a lot of these combos just happen to be flex skin with flex skin, and they don't look good together. Not with the Pandoras and the black pearl. You got a flex skin and another flex skin, and they both match beautifully. Now at number 7, we have specialist gloves crimson kimono paired with a butterfly knife fade. I did pick out pattern 458 for the specialist gloves crimson kimono. Obviously these are max red pairs, but not every pro is going to be rocking max red. It's just for the sake of viewership, really. I do like this combo actually a little bit more than, you know, the number 10 and number 9 entry. It's not as good as number 8 in my personal opinion, but it looks good. You can't go wrong with this combo. This wasn't part of the video, but my agent, since he has the golden accents on his watch and bracelet, this actually kind of looks good, dude. You got the reddish hue at the tip of the butterfly knife with the red gloves, and then you got the gold, orange, yellow in the middle of the butterfly knife with the watch and the bracelet. That's not a bad combo. I'm showing that off on Twitter. That's not a bad combo. Now at number 6, we have sports gloves hedge maze paired with a karambit emerald. Another banger combo. Now I know we're doing the high tier gloves with the high tier knife again, and I know I spoke very highly about the Pandoras and the black pearl. I don't think that the hedge mazes and the emerald do it as good as the Pandoras do, because the greens are just too different of a hue in my opinion. But this is much better definitely than, you know, hedge mazes and a sapphire or hedge mazes and a ruby. Not hating or anything, but this is not a bad number 5 combo at all. Now at number 5, sports gloves hedge mazes once again paired with a butterfly knife fade. Not as favored in my heart as the crimson kimonos were, but I do understand why hedge mazes would be a little bit more popular. I think some people would rather opt for the easy grab of the flex skin being just any pair of good condition hedge mazes versus trying to hunt down an expensive pair of crimson kimonos, if that makes sense. Because even like one hand red is like north of 10k now, which is crazy. I mean the pros are using the crimson kimonos like crazy recently, so it would make sense that the price would follow. But still, I understand why the hedge mazes are a little bit more popular. Butterfly knife fade is just a beautiful knife. You can never go wrong. Now at number 4, we have hedge mazes once again paired with a butterfly knife ruby. Now, dude, I would say that the butterfly knife ruby would be one of the best knives in the entire game if it weren't for the orange handles. It just completely ruins the knife for me. That orange doesn't match any of the orange gloves in the game, which is very upsetting, because you could make that work potentially, but you just can't. So this version of the garden combo, if you're just, not inspecting, just looking at the combo, I like this better than the M9 version we saw earlier. But when you're inspecting with the handle, the red, orange, and green is just too much going on for me. Maybe we do a Christmas inventory, and this is the knife glove combo. We might have actually already had that. We did do a Christmas community inventory video last Christmas. I don't remember what the knife glove combo was, but this should be what it is next year. Anyways, not a good combo. Now at number 3, a much more redeeming combo for the hedge maze gloves. Again, sports gloves, hedge mazes paired with an emerald butterfly knife. I like this better than the karambit. I think the butterfly knife, being a smaller blade, leads to more opportunity for a more vibrant shade of green on the emerald, a less smoky or a less cloudy emerald, however you want to say it. I don't know much about Doppler patterns, but I know people dive super deeply into those. This is a much better combo. I know, again, on the butterfly knife emerald that the teal on the handles, just random shade to throw in there, but I think the teal matches, or at least is more on theme with the green teal versus red green orange. Red green orange had too much. This is much better. Number 2 combo. I call this combo the Rops combo. Shout out Robin Cool. He is probably my favorite pro player. He broke my heart when he left FaZe. But Rops has been rocking this combo for so long. I'm talking 4 or 5 plus years. And it's the Rops combo for a reason. It's probably my personal favorite knife glove combo in the game. I think the last time I did a video, it's been almost a year ago, but about my personal favorite, like top 10 knife glove combos that you can make in the game. This was my number 1 or number 2 spot, just because it's so classic. It's so clean. And I associate it with Rops. And in my personal opinion, different knives correlate to like different play styles. For example, like I think the butterfly knife looks really good with op kills, or like the rare skeleton knife pullout looks really good with rifle kills. But the movement player's knife is the karambit. The way like after you strafe, like when you strafe after getting a kill, it's just so clean. The karambit is the movement player's knife, and Rops just embodies that for me. It's a great combo. It's my bet. It's my favorite I've seen so far on the list. Now at our number 1 spot, the most popular knife glove combo in the game, or at least among CS pros, is Crimson Kimonos, again, pattern 458 just for show, with a butterfly knife ruby. You cannot go wrong with this combo. This is a beautiful combo. I'm not going to sit here and talk ill of this combo, but I will say the karambit looks better. The karambit looks better. You can't deny that. Now for some final statistics, guys. Out of the 10 entries that we had on this list, 7 of those entries were sports gloves. So if you were curious to find out which type of glove was the most popular amongst pros, it is sports gloves. And the most popular sports glove, if you couldn't guess from the video, was the hedge mazes. Sports gloves, again, had 7 entries, 5 of those entries being the hedge maze gloves. Very interesting. Now, as far as the knives went, the most popular knife to use amongst pros was the butterfly knife. And then we had a 2-way tie for first place. We had the butterfly knife Fade tied with the butterfly knife Ruby with 2 entries each. Again, 7 of the top 10 most used knives amongst pros were butterfly knives, and then 2 of them were Fades and 2 of them were Rubies. Anyways, guys, that wraps up the video. If you guys like these types of videos where I cover statistics about the game and specific to skins, I'd love to keep doing videos like this. This is a great outlet for more video ideas. As a reward, it is time for Savimi's secret question. I recently just upgraded my knife to a stiletto knife Doppler, specifically a black pearl, but it has me thinking, like, what kind of combo would look good with the Arid gloves? Like, can I change it up a little bit? I don't know. I have to stick with Arid gloves. They're part of my personal brand. You guys know this. I was kind of thinking potentially a max fade butterfly knife, or a max low fade butterfly knife. So like an 80% fade, a mango fade could potentially look good. But I would love to hear your guys' recommendations in the comment section down below as to what kind of knife, other than like a gold gem or a lore, could potentially look good with the Arid gloves. And please don't say vanillas either. I'm looking for something crazy, something out of pocket that I haven't conceived yet. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please remember to leave a like, subscribe, and join the Discord server. We'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Now, what? Yo, you can leave that in the video. That's crazy. What happened to the gloves? Bro, I did not make that name tag. If you were curious, I did not make that name tag.